Hey ya, YouTubers, Tazman here, bringing you another episode of Foundry Virtual Tabletop, version 12 from the ground up. Boy, oh boy, is that a mouthful. So as you can see, I think there was an update to this. I think I applied it. So we're at version 331, or I guess we're at build 331, version 12, stable, and the D&D version right now is 422. There actually wasn't an update here, but there was one down here. And we have our 18 modules active. There was one other that I was thinking was really handy. I think it was the auto rotate. I don't remember if I did that on camera or not, but there is another module that just, once again, it's just for flair, that will auto rotate your thing, and it's actually called auto rotate. And another nice thing is, like, if I target something, you'll see that it actually rotates the token to face it. Just, just another one I thought, since we're enabling some mods just to give us some quality of life stuff and make it a little nicer. I really like that one because normally I have to do. I'm the type person that, I like to make sure they're facing the right way, and that one makes it so I don't have to do that. So anyway, in our last episode, lots and lots and lots of misses, but somehow we came out on top. We don't even look like we got hurt that bad. I don't remember. Did we use a lot of... Why is it showing a skull on them? I'm just curious. I think we don't have any spell slots left, so that's definitely not good. Yeah. Oh, that's because I think they're on top of a token. That's why we're seeing that little dead. Yeah, sure-y. Okay. So, yeah, anyway, we lucked out killing this guy before he got very far in here, and luckily doing some passive rolls and stuff. At least I think I did passive rolls. I might have just looked at the passive perceptions. And because this water is babbling and stuff, that no one actually heard anything. Now, one thing I did want to point out about the Cragmug hideout, and this is a lot of other things as well. I mean, we do have like our cave mouth here that talks, if we double click it, we get the info on the cave mouth. We have, the goblin guard post and stuff. But the one thing always to look at as well is, the default thing. And this apparently doesn't have a pin on here. But if we look at it, this is going to give you, as the GM, information that once they get up to the mouth of the caves, you can give them the information as to set the scene and set the ambiance they're going to be feeling. So as you can see here, it walks you through some of the stuff, gives you a real quick idea of what's going to be happening as the GM. So the leader of the Kregma is a bugbear named Clarg, who has orders from King Grawl to plunder any poorly defended caravans of travelers that come this way. A few days ago, a messenger from Kregma Castle brought new instruction: waylay the dwarf, Gundren Rockseeker, and anyone traveling with him. So they ended up capturing Sildar, and we'll find out more about the rest of it. But what's really handy here for your players to kind of get them to feel what it is you have the information about your ceilings, the lighting level, the areas. These are obviously outside, so they're going to be normal. But inside, you're going to need dark vision or some kind of light source. And your players with Foundry will actually be able to, understand that, because if they're on their own system and they're not sharing vision, because like in our case we have one player that's connected to 4 different characters, and all of them happen to have dark vision, so we see that. But if they didn't have dark vision, I just wanted to kind of show you what they would see and how they can be immersed in this. So it also tells us there's stalagmites that thrust upward, and then the sounds of the water. So as you can see here, creatures can make a DC 15 perception check to hear activity nearby chambers. So as they're going through, especially in the first part, you'll want to check if they actually hear anything. So the stream gives you the information about that stream. It's 2 feet deep, slow moving, so you can actually wade through it pretty easy. Maybe a gnome might be a little high for them, but that's okay. And then areas that show crumbling rock and gravel are considered difficult terrain. So anyway, that's one of the good things. So what I wanted to show you really quick, if you haven't seen before, all of these guys have dark vision. I'm going to take away one of their dark vision and just show you what it looks like when they go into an area that is dark. So we're going to go, actually, let's do this first. We're going to end our combat, which is this one right here. We're going to end the combat, say yes. And now as GM, I can say, divvy out the XP 300. Go ahead and do that. We'll just auto assign, and you'll see that if we go on our character sheets that they have been auto assigned that. So that 300 was broken up and divided amongst them. Let's see. So anyway, really quick, I just wanted to show you, I'm going to double right click. I'm going to go into vision, and I am going to get rid of their dark vision, just turn it to basic. So now if we click on this guy, I think if I do it in player screen, and we come inside these caves, I think, hopefully, it's not seeming to do it. Hold on, I might have done something else. They can't do it there. Oh, actually, I bet you I know. I need to go change this one. It's not going to let me do that. Why won't you let me do that? Vision enabled. Their main is default is basic vision. I'm not sure why this isn't advanced options. If I turn that off, can I do it? No. Off means that they don't have vision applied to them, so they can see through walls and everything else. Let's see here. Why? Go to detection modes. I want to be able to delete this one. Can I add that? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move them back out. Right, y'all. Sorry, I just want to try this real quick. So I'm going to actually do it on their main token to see if maybe that will do it. So we're going to go ahead. Oops, sorry, I meant to click on players. Tazraz. Or I guess, you know what might even be faster? Let's just go grab a human token. I think that'll be the best way, because if we just go grab one of those, then we don't have to worry about, oh, and I have to set that back. But let me go set this back real quick to what it was. No, sorry. Nope, it's this one. Sorry. So basic is dark vision is their main vision. Okay, so if we come in to is it? No, it's not going to be in there. Beyond, I just want a basic character. Starter hero, that'll work. Alright, so here we have a human druid. Alright, so let's do this. So as they go in there, you can see that they're not going to be able to see anything. And the reason they're seeing what they are seeing right now is because we need to reset the lighting, because someone else has already seen it. So we go reset the fog of war here. And then we click on them, I believe. We gotta click on that. Now you can see they can't see anything. In fact, if there's a player next to them, they won't even be able to see the player next to them. So definitely, although now we can see there, but if this is because we're all sharing the same vision. But if I do this again, and then go back here and then here, you'll see they can't even see players next to them. All right, sorry about that. That took longer than I was hoping, but I just wanted to show you how that can give immersion. So they would want to have a torch. basically that's everything I just said was so I could say they want to have a torch. All right, so anyway, let's continue on with our adventure. It is on pause. The combat is now over. Oops. And let's go back to our players. So we read the description, obviously, as we're over here. We have this description of the cave mouth, I believe, and we already read that. So we can definitely tell them that as they are approaching this cave, that it definitely is dark inside. And one really nice thing, I don't think it's set up here, with regions, we could actually set it up so that this light out here is not affecting this in the least. I think right now part of it is because we have it set to nighttime, maybe? Yeah, I think it's because it's nighttime. If we had it daytime, it really doesn't have that same effect for your players either. So let's go back to nighttime. All right, so let's continue on. So Tazaraz is going to sneak up ever so quietly. So let's go ahead and have them do a stealth +8. That's going to be pretty good, I'm sure. Now, technically, I like to have this be hidden. I forgot to mention that. So I'm trying to remember some extra things that I was thinking from others. I think it's if you hold shift on this, or maybe it's control, it will, it might be control. Let's just hit shift real quick and see if it does it. No, that still says public role. Maybe it was control. One of them will automatically roll it really quick. That still says public role. Maybe it's alt then. I didn't think it was alt. I might have to look that up. Yeah, it's still public role. Anyway, because we'll go and delete that one. Because this is a stealth check, you don't want them to use metagaming and stuff. You definitely would want to tell them to go ahead and do it as a blind roll. So we come in here, click stealth. Right here, we can click blind GM and just do it normal. So here, they don't know what it is, but us, we do. Isn't that almost what it was before? A little less. All right, so if we look at this, we see they're 13. We go look at the wolves here. Are we on the right one? We can see the passive perception on these guys is 13. So these wolves are actually going to detect him when he comes in. Oops, keep hitting the wrong button. So Tazaraz is going to go ahead and they're going to kind of move in. Oops, I'm on the wrong screen. Sorry, I keep doing that. So they're going to come here and they're going to see these wolves, but the wolves see him as well. So what I would do here is I would probably go back into combat. And if we click on this, we can see, well, let's go ahead and grab everyone. I'm going to move this guy out of the way just so we don't get him in the combat. So there, it's a shift. I think that's everyone. We'll go ahead and put him into combat. Oh, there we go. And we'll go ahead and do the wolves. I'm just going to go ahead and click on all three of them and then just roll them after that. All right, so that's pretty good for that wolf. Terrible for that wolf. Average for that wolf. Nice. Okay. So that's going to be a nice spread. All right. So then we'll go ahead and let them go. All right. And then we'll go ahead and click begin combat. So these wolves were able to detect him because they met his DC on his stealth. And looks like we're going to say begin combat. And it automatically changes to combat move. I'm going to go ahead and clear out that because I like to keep it nice and clean. And it looks like it's the wolf's turn. So even though we're in combat, I would still take just a moment really quickly because I want them to see what Tazaraz actually sees as these wolves start making a noise. He turns and looks that way. So just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps ascend to a small, dank chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with the stench of animals. 3 chained wolves snarl and rattle their chains as you approach the cave mouth. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of a stalactite. Or stalagmite, sorry. So here you want to quickly, and you probably already looked over this stuff, but these are some things you might want to, have in mind as they come. That, goblins in the nearby caves normally ignore the sound of the growling wolves, but if the characters fight the wolves, 1d4 goblins will come to investigate in 2 rounds. Also, a character who tries to calm the animals can make a DC Wisdom animal handling check. On a successful check, the wolves allow the characters to move through the room. If the wolves are given food, the DC is even lowered to 10. Then it talks about the fissure that's at the other side, kind of like it's a dumping place. And then, let's see. Goblin in the area uses an action to release one of the wolves. So that's if they come, they'll actually release one of the wolves. So we got that now. So Tazaraz, and this is what I would do as a player, and need to make sure I'm on the player one. Tazaraz is first going to try and calm the wolf, see if they can actually do anything. And of course I would probably use a ration. So however, our wolves get a try. We kind of helpless, ecstatic, and a shy wolf. So Tazaraz, or whoever gets there first, would definitely try. However, the wolf gets to go first, which is this guy. And I believe it said that they get to make a check to break the chains. Wasn't that in here? 3 wolves chained. If the wolves are given food, it's lowered. Where'd that go? If the wolves are goaded by enemies beyond their reach, they are driven into a frenzy. Each round that any character remains inside, the wolves make a 15 strength check. On the first success, they loosen the iron rod securing their chain to the floor, and the DC drops to 10, so it's going to even be easier the next one. On the second success, they yank it loose and are free. So that's what I was looking for. So this guy, he isn't really goading him, but he's going to try and break free. This is the stalagmite they're all in. He's probably going to move over here, is probably as far as he can get. He can just move around the stalagmite, and he will go ahead and do a strength with a DC 15. So we want, oops, I think I was in the wrong one. That's attributes. Yeah, it's just a strength check, ability check, DC 15. Okay, so got a 7, unable to pull on its chain. Now this is somewhere you might want to have like Notepad++ open in another window to keep track of different things of, who's stealth levels and all that stuff. So you can kind of keep track of who sees who. So I'm going to do that myself. Oh, my Notepad++ is over here, just so I can keep track of it. So I'm going to say HELP, helpless wolf, and he did not pass. So I'm not going to add anything there. I'm just going to have his name there because he's got to pass twice. All right. So that will end his turn. And that brings us to Yoku, who is going to move. His speed is 30. I always forget that. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's going to move to here and see the wolf. For his action, he will try and give the wolf some food. So he reaches in his backpack and is going to give it some food. And here it's up to the GM. Do I want to be nice or call that their turn, or allow them kind of a bonus action to grab the food and feed it, and then their action would actually be the check? I'm going to go ahead and do that. So here we're going to do an animal handling. I think it was, I don't remember what it was. I'll have to go look real quick. So animal handling, we'll do that. It's normal. I have it pulled up right here. So 1 second. So cave mouth, right here's the kennel. Here it is. So this knocks it down because he gave him food. I think it turned it to 10, right? 11. So this wolf right here is pacified towards the players. However, these two are not. So I'm going to use the module, or the mod that was called token colors, I think. Token marker color or something like that. And because he's pacified, I'm going to give him just a yellow dot to let me remember that he is neutral to our players now. All right, let's go ahead to our next one. I gotta go back over here, and that will bring us to Kirla. So go ahead and do that. Kirla is going to move up. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. How many are you? 30. So we're at 15, 20, 25, 30. And Kirla is going to ready an action. If one of the wolves attacks one of her members, I'm assuming it's a girl, she will shoot it. So that's going to be a readied action. I don't think was there a condition readied? I don't think there was. I kind of feel like there was, but dead, halt, cover, bleeding. Looks like it's alphabetic, so petrified, poison, stable, sleeping. Nope, just restrained. So I'll just remember, readied action for Kirla. Alright, so that will end her turn, and then we will come to end, and we come to good old Saline. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So they're gonna be right there, and I think they're actually gonna watch this way, and if they happen to see any goblins or something coming, they're going to attack. We're getting quite the clog up here now, and that will end their turn. Let's see. That could be dangerous. That will bring us to Kirla, or not Kirla, yeah, Kirla. Now, I think Kirla, so here's my thought. As a player, this is what I would think. If Kirla were, say, to move here and give this wolf one, and then maybe tame it, this wolf's going to get a go right after that and come here and still do an attack. So Kirla is actually going to throw 2 rations, one at that one at that one. I'm going to have a really low DC and I'm just going to say it's 10 on each of them. Probably just I'll let them choose strength or dex, and obviously they're going to choose dex. So this is the skill of aiming where to throw it instead of how hard. So Kirla is going to do 2 strength attributes, or I mean 2 dex. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and do 1. It's a DC 10. So this one right here is got its food, so it has the lower DC for taming. And then the second one is also going to be DC 10. Let's go and do that. And oh, that was strength. I don't want strength. No. Kira definitely does not want strength. Dex with that +3 will definitely be better. All right, so. And this is another thing. This check I actually would possibly do hidden as well, so the other players don't know that that wolf is now a lower DC. I didn't think about it till just now, but right now both these wolves are content with the food that they have, and so they're not going to necessarily do any attacking because they're chomping down on that food. So let's go ahead and do that. Go back to the GM screen, and let's see. Do wolves not have like dark vision? They just have basic. Really? Hold on. That doesn't seem right. No, they just have perception. All right. Well, that's why it's so dark. All right. So, which wolf are we on? This one? Nope. We're on this one. Is it shy? Yes. All right. So the shy wolf, he is munching on his stuff. He seems a little content right now. That will be his turn. And this guy's munching on his. He's content. He sees his turn. This wolf sits down because he's pacified and would like another treat. Is just waiting. Seems happy. So that will end that wolf. And now we're back to Yoku, who is going to step inside. Oh, whoops. I need to be on the right screen. Yoku is going to go ahead and step inside and go ahead and do an animal hand. I did animal handling on that other thing, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. I'm really not the best at animal handling, but it's only a 10. So, I mean, might be okay. And this might also be one to do as a blind, so they don't know if it's, well, I let them know by that. I'll just let it be fine. It'll be fine. You can tell if it's growling at you. With a DC 10, ooh, an 8. So this one is not pacified. So we're going to go ahead and give him kind of between. No, I would imagine animal handling is going to be hard. I'm gonna do a third color, maybe the orangish color. This means that it's the lower DC. It's not extremely hostile at the moment, but could be. It's not pacified. So that will end their turn. That brings us to Kirla, who really does not want to go in and see wolves. Kirla, what is your animal handling? +2. I mean, it's only a DC 10. Kirla is going to go ahead and come in and go ahead and feed ration to this. Or no, actually just needs to do the DC. Unless I said that if you did another one, it lowers it more. But I'm not going to do that right now. So let's see. Kirla is able to pacify this wolf. Alright, so now we have 2 wolves that are pacified. Go and take off the orange. And that will end Kirla's turn. And then we'll go to the next person in line is Asaline, who will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's saying I'm colliding with that, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, fine, 30. I could have made it, but there's a wall right there. All right, so Celine, I have no idea how good they are at animal. +3, not bad. All right, so they're gonna go ahead and target the wolf, and I haven't been targeting because it really doesn't matter as much. We'll go ahead and do an animal handling, and do that. Oh boy, an 8. This wolf is not very happy at the moment. It's a little happy because it's eating, but it's not friendly with us. All right, our last chance is going to be this one. So Tazaraz is going to be next. So let's go ahead, click on next. All right, Tazaraz is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. That's probably good enough. And they will try and pacify the wolf with +3. They're all actually pretty good at animal handling. Everyone but Kirla, but she did pretty good. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and pacify a wolf, please. Survey says, ouch. Okay, well, that made this fight a little more interesting and a little bit longer. We're at 30 minutes, and I wasn't expecting to explain a lot of stuff at the beginning, so sorry about that. But I guess this wolf is going to attack because it doesn't like all these strangers around it, and it kind of got ticked off being, tried to be pacified twice in a row. So it, I think, is back to its angry form. At least for now. So it is going to try and attack. Let's see. We have 3 people. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to do /R 1D3. And there we go. So it's going to attack Tazaraz. So target Taz. There we go. And it is going to try and bite with an attack. It's not running at him, so I don't think it gets to do the pounce. Let's make... Oh, actually, no, this isn't the one where it has to be... Oh, it could just get knocked prone. All right, let's see. Oh, that's definitely going to hit. All right, so Tazaraz needs to now make the save. So I think, where do I do the save? Do I click this again? No. I need Tazaraz. Where'd that go? I don't remember what the save was. Let me go look at it real quick. The wolf attacks the bias. Target must make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So I guess that will be... What are we looking at? Probably just passive strength, right? I thought there was a thing here that told me what it was. Alright, well, let's see what the damage is real quick. We'll do that. So it's going to be 5 damage. And I think, is it, where'd it go? It's up here, actually. That's not what I wanted. I thought there was another thing that actually said the saving throw, but now I can't find it. I wonder if I did the attack again, maybe it would pop up. Hold on, sorry, wrong person. Bite. There we go. There's the save I wanted to do. So it is a DC 11. So it is the basically a passive. So if you say strength plus 10 is 11. So that's what I wanted. I just didn't do it in the right order. All right, so Tazaraz here is going to go ahead and make that save, hopefully. Or not. Okay, so they are knocked prone. Where is prone? Is it that one? Yep. So they are now prone, which is not good. And then as the GM, I'll go ahead and do this. I still need to find, I know there's somewhere that you can actually, I could swear there's somewhere, maybe it's in the Pathfinder one, where you can actually make it so these work. But we'll go ahead and take 5 away. Tazraz is not looking good at all. The other 2 wolves, pacified and friendly, so they're just going to sit there. We're going to come to Yoku, who is not going to stand for his friend getting beat up. Going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Tazraz is prone. You know, I'm going to do that. So that's 5, 10, 15. So he's going to go right there. Because Saline is prone, or not, yeah, Saline is prone, I can actually stand in that space, do a strike, get advantage because, oh, that's not, Tazraz, sorry. I think that was Tazraz. I don't know. I actually can get advantage and then finish my movement. Now in Pathfinder you can't really do that necessarily because you have to, everything's in action. So we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to target this guy. Am I on the right screen? There we go. So target that wolf. And who is this? This is Tazraz. Let's go ahead and move them underneath that. So now we have Yoku. And he is going to use his great sword on this wolf, because it doesn't look like we're going to be able to pacify this one. We need to kill this one and hope these guys, I don't think they'll turn. So let's go and do it with advantage. Oh, glad it was with advantage. As you can see here, that was definitely a hit. So now, sorry, we can do some damage. And that is 10 damage to the wolf. So we'll go and click on the wolf and do full damage. It is bloodied. That was actually pretty good. And now for the rest of their turn, they will move out of that square. Now I believe, I'm trying to separate if it's Pathfinder or not, but if, for example, they were unable to move at the end of this, at the time that the next person goes, which would be Tazraz, they would be shoved in one of the directions. They'd have to move, crawl, whatever, into one of the other directions. They couldn't stand back up there. But he still has, I think that was 20, so he's going to do 25 to move here to give Kirla advantage. Do I want to do that? Who is next? It is Kirla, but she's not really... Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to do that. Yeah. He's going to move right there. So speaking of Kirla, Kirla's up. Let's see. Do we have any spells that are touch? Doesn't look like it. I'm just going to smack it with a stick since I got advantage. Why not? Wow. Yeah, 12 misses. Okay. Not good there. That will end their turn. Celine. Actually, you know what Kirla's going to do? After that, Kirla actually wanted to move. I'm going to have the GM do it. Kirla's going to move right here. Maybe here. Yeah. Going to move right there. And now it's Saline's turn, who will move to right here and be able to have advantage again. And I think that's the way, yeah, that's the way I definitely want to do it. And they will go ahead and use their mace with advantage. Hopefully they do better than, wow. We're back to missing everyone. Great. Okay. Even with advantage, we are totally missing. This is sad. All right. Yeah, I guess that'll end their turn. All right. So Tazra has half the movement to get up. So as you can see, they move 30. That means they have 15 left. What they are going to do is they're going to stand up, so they're no longer prone. Then they're going to go 5, 10, and 15, which is their half, which should give them advantage because of flanking. And hopefully they're able to hit with their rapier with advantage. You can do it. An 18, that is definitely going to hit. Nice, double checked. All right, so they get a hit, and they're also going to get their sneak attack. So we got 9. It's not going to need it. There we go. Let's go ahead, select the wolf there. Oh, the wolf isn't targeted here. The wolf is targeted there. No, actually, it's there targeted. Never mind. And that goes ahead and kills our wolf. So we can actually come... Which wolf is this? Which wolf is it? Shy? Mark them dead. There we go. They're dead. And that will take us out of combat because these two wolves are now pacified. In fact, they're happy enough that they even change from neutral to friendly. I'm going to say, because we give them some more rations. They won't really obey us or anything, but they are definitely not thinking we're hostile towards them at all because we gave them more rations. All right, I think we're going to end it there. That was a really long video, but a short battle, I guess, because I did all that explaining. Sorry about that, but... I hope you feel it was good information that we gave. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Click that little notification bell. Join my Discord channel. Tell other people about my channel. Check it out. If they like what they see, they can sub. We grow the channel. Everybody wins. And yeah, that's it, my friends. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.